Are you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn. If you want to be an artiste, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz, and at the end you'll say, I am smart.
I am not me. I am art. And I am your host for I Am Smart, the quiz where people look to improve their art, their lives, and their selves through learning and earn the right to say, I am smart. The format of the quiz, very simple, very straightforward. 3 rounds of questions for your brain, 3 musings for your imaginosphere, and a 2-point bonus round at the end where you simply have to read my mind. So a maximum of 20 points overall. All you'll need for this quiz is something to write with, something to write on, a brain for thinking, and an imaginosphere for imagining. Optional is a beverage, because whilst it's got nothing to do with the actual quiz, we do like to kick things off with a toast around these here parts for every single live tainment. We do usually like to crowdsource our toasts, but as this is the period between Christmas and New Year, I simply forgot to send out the Instagram story yesterday that asked people for their joys. Feel free to use your joys for... Oh, TB Douglas, you sound quiet to me. Is that any better? Do you have this large thing here that is designed to muffle out outside things? Maybe we just take this off. Maybe just take this off. Is that... Oh, it was pointed around a different way. Is that better? Is that better now? So we need to pop this back on. How are we doing? How are we doing? Yes. Yes. There we go. A lot better. Okay. Fabulous. Fabulous. So as I was saying, I did forget to send out the story asking for people's joys that I would then transfer into a toast for today's episode. So please feel free to pop your joys in the chat. I would still love to read them. However, just for today's toast, I thought I would go old school and I would pick one, think of one myself. So here we go. Please raise your glasses, charge your glasses for the toast. To gravy. We've all had some wonderful Christmas dinners, no doubt, over the last few days. And indeed, yes, leftover Christmas dinners where everything's a little older, a little more congealed, but somehow still comes through in the clutch. Meat is obviously wonderful to everybody outside of vegetarians and vegans. It is hearty, it makes you feel alive, and it is full of protein. Vegetables, wonderful. They're good for you. Ooh, give you those vitamins and minerals that your body craves. Potatoes give you that starch. They give you that big fat belly that makes you fall asleep on the sofa after that Christmas dinner. All of these are wonderful, but they're disparate. They're strangers at a party. Consider gravy. Consider that gravy is the glue that brings all of these things together and turns them into a cohesive whole. As we head into the new year, consider gravy as your new role model. Consider for your group of friends, for your family, for your colleagues. Be the gravy. Bring people together, for it is truly only through human connection that in 2026 we all will thrive. To gravy. Yeah, I'll probably double dip for that person. So much better. Quality is through the roof. Lovely. Hello, Smarties. How are we all doing? Who do we have? We have Nana Hobop, ready to relive all of the pleasantries of the last year in the most pleasant way I can think of, learning that I don't remember the recent past. Well, that's fine. We're demonstrating knowledge or we're gaining knowledge, as ever on I Am Smart. TB Douglas, hello to you. SJBX72, hello everyone. Ready for quizzing? Lovely stuff. Maple Panda, hello to you. Monkey Pixie Funk, hello to you. Super Nash 18, evening all. Sorry I'm late. No need to apologise. You are just on time. Monkey Pixie Funk, cheers. Gravy is truly the milk of human kindness. Absolutely. Absolutely. If we could all suckle at the gravy teat, I think the world will be a lot better. A lot better. That's just me. That's just me saying that, though. As this is the Gamer Hole, hello to you. Cheers to the gravy. Cheers to the gravy, SJBX72. Absolutely. As this is a very special quiz, Goodbye 2025, as we can see on the ticker there. We're not picking rounds in the same way as we might normally do. Let's pop this. Let's pop this chat. Oh, lovely Maple Panda. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. We're just going to pop that off for a second. And we're going to have a look at our rounds. There's only 3 of them. It's Iconicart, it's Haikuesday, and it's Find the Gap. Not necessarily in that order, spoiler alert. But normally, obviously, we have our Picking the Rounds video, and that's wonderful. That's exciting. Everybody loves that. However, we don't need that because the rounds are already picked. But what we do have, and I'm so glad that Gamer Hole has joined the chat, because in the last episode, in our Christmas special, our Art Right Now Christmas special, Gamer Hole paid an amount of drops of imaginosphere, I can't quite remember, for a Finding Jesus. Now, Finding Jesus has traditionally been more of a I Am Smart situation rather than Art Right Now, and I didn't have a video for it anyway, but I didn't even get Jesus without a video. So I think we're just going to start with that in lieu of picking the rounds. Is that all right? So let's get on with that. Here we go. Timing of that, my goodness. Oh, it feels good. Oh, it feels good. Feels good to be alive, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel good to be alive? Isn't it better than the alternative? I mean, it's difficult to ask the dead, but I'm just going to assume that it is. Thanks, Gamer Hole, for spending your drops of imaginosphere. Yeah, this is available to all. Available to all. I think technically there is the option to do that again, but obviously you would be disturbing Jesus again. So that's your call. If you want to disturb a lovely aging dog, then feel free to do that. Love finding Jesus vicariously, as you should. Jesus, lovely, wonderful stuff. Nana Hobob, no, definitely not due to today. There was a punk rock emergency that required their immediate attention. Definitely not Duda. Well done for stepping in and rocking that punk. And just allowing people to live a little calmer, live a little easier, knowing that in the event of a punk rock emergency, there are the definitely not Dudas of this world ready to step in and sort things out. Well done you. Yeah, well done you. Definitely not Duda. And well done you, Jesus. And well done you, Gamer Hole, of course. Gosh, so let's get on with the quiz. We've had some fun. But let's get on with some quizzing. Let's do it properly. Let's start with some poetry. Haikuesday. That's right, guys. That's right. I'm asking you to interpret some art, some poetry written by I, not me, and tell me just what is it about? What is this poetry about? Okay. This very special, maybe a bit sad, edition of Haikuesday is focusing on 2025 deaths. This is why I'm doing this one first, so we can get our sadness out of the way, and then it's just onwards and upwards. Yeah, it's just onwards and upwards. So we started with some deaths. So if you remember all of the dead people, that's going to make this a lot easier. A heck of a lot easier. So I've got 5 haikus for you. Is it? What is it? Is it? Oh, of course, that's not working. Wait, let's get on with the first one, and I'll sort out that chat-based feature. Haiku number 1: the godfather's wife and the mother of the bride, but all in men's clothes. You couldn't write it. I mean, I did very specifically write it, but who could that be? It's somebody who we sadly lost in 2025. Boom. There we go. What a loss. A huge loss. All of these. Oh my gosh. All of these. Tough losses for the world. Left us all a little bit poorer. But then there's probably some pretty sick babies born in 2025 as well. Pretty rocking babies. Obviously, we won't know exactly how rocking for, probably 20 years. But, circle of life. You have to believe, all things being equal. I think Einstein said for every awesome old person that dies, there's got to be an opposite awesome baby that's born. Maybe it was Newton. I forget. Haiku number 2. The space ace from Kiss, a silver-faced axe wielder. His real name was Paul. The space ace from Kiss, his silver-faced axe wielder. His real name was Paul. So I've pretty much given you all the information you could need. So now it's basically, can you name the space ace from Kiss? That's what this one's asking. And maybe you can, maybe you can't. It seems right up. Definitely not Duda's alley. Sick babies. Thanks, RFK Jr. Oh, gosh. Nana did remember some things from 2025. Give those babies a little bit of Tylenol. In a few years, they're going to be like calculations. Coding. Just don't try and make eye contact with them. They will not like that. The space ace from Kiss, a silver-faced axe wielder. His real name was Paul. I would say not a lot of rock stars called Paul, but of course there's another one in Kiss. Haiku number 3. Varied director. Comedy, thriller, romance, rockumentary. These ones seem quite generic, although maybe difficult to find a director who's directed them all. And I will say directed these all with aplomb. With aplomb. Romance, one of the all-time greats. Thriller, so good you probably didn't even realize it was him. Comedy. I'm trying to think of a different comedy. Rockumentary. I mean, rockumentary is maybe the one to focus on here. What is a rockumentary? How many of them have there been? Not many. VSAD. VSAD. Monkey Pigsy Funk. I'm glad you've capitalized that. That is a capital V sad. I would agree with that. If you'd gone lowercase v, I would have thought, we're maybe underselling it. Number 4, fashion designer, famous for sharp, clean-lined suits for men and women. What a maverick. Fashion designer, famous for sharp, clean-lined suits for men and women? Second reference to ladies wearing men's clothes in this one round alone. Tough year for women who dress masculinely. Tough year. But again, probably some babies born that were, are going to grow up just dressing as manly as possible. Potentially by that point, we'll all be in, formless grey smocks anyway, so it's fine. That's the future. Final haiku. Oscars won a pair. Known for tough cops and cowboys. Also Lex Luthor. Who's this? Oscars won a pair. Not a lot of people who've won a pair of Oscars. You probably count them on. I don't know for sure, but I'd say you could maybe count the amount of people who've won 2 Oscars on maybe a packet of Cadbury Dairy Milk. What's that, 15? Is that 15 little squares? I'd be surprised if it was more than that. I suppose once you get into kind of editing and whatnot, producing, maybe more. I don't know. And there we go. Those are the 5 haikus. Is that the round over? Absolutely not. We need that musing. We've got that M. We need that musing. And the musing is simply this, guys. Simply this. Cleto Escobedo, the band leader and best friend of Jimmy Kimmel, also died this year. Gosh, it was an emotional opening monologue for Kimmel that night. My word. You would have thought he'd lost his job. If you were a talk show host, who would you choose to be/lead your band? And I would say punch for the stars with this one. Because if we consider Jimmy Fallon, he's got the roots, The roots of a very successful, very established hip-hop outfit. And he said, hey, do you want to be my house band? And they said, sure. So it's not just nobodies that we can pick here. With all due respect to Cleto Escobedo, not particularly well known outside of being the band leader. So I think you really reach for that rainbow. Monkey Pigsy Funk. This is hard. Mince pies clogging up brain. That is a danger with mince pies. You get that wonderful, beautiful fruit, sometimes alcohol, all kind of clagging in, which creates a wonderful, wonderful food stuff, especially if surrounded by puff pastry or sometimes short crust. Very buttery, very indulgent, but then all of that does tend to sit on the brain and turn it into, if you're making, say, a ciabatta loaf, it's a very sticky dough. So it does turn your brain into very much a ciabatta loaf, a pre-cooked ciabatta loaf, a pre-ciabatta. But try your best. And this one shouldn't need much brain activity. This one should just be all imaginosphere. And mincemeat, to the best of my knowledge, does not impact imaginosphere power. Let's head back to Maine. How are we all doing? How are we all feeling? Gosh, it feels nice to be back. It feels nice to be in this very itchy jacket again. Because sometimes art is pain, And sometimes for people that can be the pain of reliving past trauma. For me, sometimes it's just the way that the sequins kind of scratch upon the back of my neck when I wear this, Equally hard, equally valid. Let's get on to another round. Let's get on to another round, shall we? Let's... Oh, it's a newish one. It's still newish, and it's still got that new round smell. Have a big schnuff when this comes round. See if you can smell it as well. Find the gap. Find the gap. We love long, luxurious names for things, for bands, for albums, for songs, for movies, for TV shows, for potentially actors. We haven't done one of those yet, but maybe we will do at some point. And so sometimes we just need to get rid of the pop something out. You need to know what's missing. It's like one of those puzzles where you see two identical things and you think, well, something's missing in this second one. Or you walk into a room and then you walk out of it and you walk back into it and somebody's changed something. You need to work these things out, okay? So I'm going to give you some names of something. It's going to have some gaps in it, yeah? You just need to let me know what one word is the missing word. You need to find the gap. I don't need I don't even need to know where it goes. You might get lucky. Just give me that word. Give me that word. And the topic for this one, 2025 movies. I hope you've been paying attention to the marquees outside your favorite cinema, because we're going to be plundering that knowledge right now. As we go for the first one, it's going to start off quite easy. Don't get lulled into a false sense of security. Bosh. The 4, the first steps. There's a word missing from here. There's a gap here. Tell me what that gap is. What have we got? A silk scarf might avoid the sequin chafing. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Do I have anything within arm's reach that could double for a silk scarf? No. What I do have, though, a little box of Kleenex that I keep by the computer for, doesn't matter what it's for. I'll just pop that in the back, because that could work out quite nicely, actually, couldn't it? Oh, that's lovely. Feels like I'm getting my hair cut. Good idea, Super Nashwan 8. That's using your creativity. Number 2, Wicked Good. Is this a film set in Boston? Maybe. But there's a word missing somewhere here. Fancy, says Maple Panda. Yeah, absolutely. It's a very fancy suggestion. Nana Hobbob, smells like the air when you come up from the subway. Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. The absence of that subway smell, getting that taken away, is in the same way that sometimes if I stub my toe, I will then stand on that toe to create more pain, and then I will stand off that toe so as to take that pain away. Yeah, you stand on, you take away. You give yourself something bad so that when you take that bad thing away, it feels so much better. That's very much like the subway smell thing. I think you'll agree. Number 3, one after another. Oh, it's one after another with you. It's flipping one after another. Is the name of a film, but there's a word missing. What could that word be? Gamer Hole, this is the first round that I'm actually doing well on. Here we go. Here we go. Do we have a celebration? We don't have it here, but we may get to a celebration later. That's really, really exciting, Gamer Hole. I'm very proud of you. To celebrate, in fact, I'm going to have a quality street. It's an orange crunch. This and so when you see me eat this orange crunch, I really want you to use your imaginosphere to pretend that you are getting to eat it and having that joy. That This is for you, gamer. This is for you, and it is wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Number 4, 28 later. 28 later. There's a word missing here somewhere. I don't need to know where, but I do need to know what. That can be a tagline for this round. My imaginosphere is also receiving exercise. Thank you, Notme. Oh, what a quiz this is turning out to be, gamer. What a quiz this is turning out to be. Demonstrating knowledge. Feeling that throb of a very active imaginosphere. I envy you. I wish I could watch this. I really wish I could watch this. I could be in the audience. To be in your shoes. And the final one. 17. Oh, this is tricky. Oh, this is tricky. Just 17? That's all you're giving us, not me? Absolutely. Just 17. And I did look up, and there are no other movies that have 17 in them this year. Thank you very much. And hey, if I'm mistaken, I love learning knowledge as well. Feel free to pitch that one to me. SJBeck72, actually mine was an orange cream. Are you telling me... SJBeck, are you telling me right here, right now, that you imagined yourself consuming a Quality Street at that moment? Except for you, the sensation came through that it was an orange cream? That is exquisite use of an imaginosphere. Exquisite. Well done you. Well done you. Gosh, what a celebratory round this has been. What a celebratory round this has been. But we need a musing. We need a musing, and the musing is this. Jurassic World Rebirth was released this year, the 7th film in the dinosaur franchise. What idea would you pitch to freshen the franchise up for the 8th? So inevitably there will be an 8th Jurassic World film, or Jurassic Park film. Jurassic World Rebirth box office. How did it do? Approximately $718 million. Yeah, they're going to do another one. But if you were pitching to, who is it? Universal? Universal Pictures, yeah. If you're pitching to Universal Pictures, what you're going to do with the 8th one, and you really want to zhuzh it up. You really want to give it a little pep, a little zing, a little pow, pow, pow. Then let's think outside the box here. We've got dinosaurs. Of course we've got to have dinosaurs. But let's take it places, shall we? Back to Maine. Back to Maine. My goodness. We're barreling through this round this week. I'm proud of all of us. Absolutely proud of all of us. And do you know what? We're just going to keep on going. I've done some drawings. That's right. Iconicart. You need to be able to understand art just through image. So much of art that isn't music is just all based around that image, based around that visual link. What is it? Iconicart. Bosh. 5 works of visual art. Your task is simply to identify the art. Be careful. The art may have been manipulated in some way. This isn't one of those. This is one that it's just... I have drawn it. Topic for this one. It could only be one. Hello, Uncle Tom. Lovely to see you. No, not that. Oh, it's this one. Notme draws pop culture moments of 2025. What is pop culture? Is pop culture art? Yeah, because pop culture gets everybody talking, doesn't it? It's those moments, those events, those things that happen that you get to work the next day, you get to meet up with your friends, and you have to talk about them. Oh my God, did you see blah, 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 blah? This is all about those blah blahs, okay? This is all about those blah blahs. And I hope you are all paying attention. Each one of these images, what I have drawn, will relate in some way to some pop culture event or phenomenon that happened this year. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit loosey-goosey because a lot of them won't have specific titles. They'll just be things that happen. So you can decide later on how kind you want to be to yourself. But I would say be kind because, do you know what? Life's short. Let's just have some fun. Drawing number 1. Drawing number 1. What is that? What is that? And what does it relate to? Interpret this image. Interpret the image. And let me know what it refers to. Iconic image number 2. What happened this year? What happened this year that this relates to? What happened this year? Big moment. You would have seen it. You would have heard about it. People you know would have been talking about it. Some great drawings, not me, says TB Douglas. And I say, thank you, TB Douglas. The only real shame of it is that these questions are barreling by so quickly, and this is obviously the round that took by far and away the most effort. But there we go. There's that picture gone. There's that picture gone. Picture number 3. Oh yes. Wow. Instantly recognizable. That's what you get. That's what you get with a not me illustration. With a Notme illustration. I'd pay money to see those pics animated in a Mr. Ben style cartoon. Oh my God. Is this finally the thing that gets me famous? Visual animation? I have to say that's one of the things that I've never tried before because it seems like it'd take too long and I just get bored. But maybe we need a Mr. Ben style cartoon. That is art. Oh. I don't do this round to get compliments, but you'll know me, guys. Compliments are one of my absolute favourite things to receive. Supernash18, don't think I haven't spotted the tiny hand. Oh, it's quite small, I suppose, isn't it? It is quite small. I wonder if that relates to anything. Picture number 4. Iconicart number 4. Somebody saying, look, it's California, girls. What could this be relating to? All coloured in, of course, with Crayola crayons. Crayola crayons. Largely dismissed. Largely dismissed after the age of 6. Excuse me for sticking up for them, you know. Look at all the texture. Look at all the texture going on here. You get that from crayons. Thank you. Crayons. Obviously, these are made by Crayola, but I mean, I don't have brand loyalty because they haven't paid me to have brand loyalty. Easily solvable, though, Crayola. Ball's in your court. And the final picture, this one's maybe the trickiest, maybe the most controversial. What could this be referring to? What could this be referring to? Tricky. Tricky. And there we go. That's the final question of this week's quiz, but we do need one more musing. And that is simply this. Another 2025 pop culture moment was Taylor Swift's engagement to Travis Kelce. Unite a pair of celebs who could rival this union in 2026. So this is obviously big news. Big news. I did some not memes about it. That got very little engagement on social media, but I do enjoy doing them. So I'm going to keep doing them in 2026. But if you could unite two famous people, bring them together in a way that might just rival. Obviously, it's going to be difficult. Taylor Swift is a phenomenon in and of herself. She is seismic impact on our culture. But Travis Kelce, not so much. So maybe there's more. Maybe there's a possibility. If two famous people came out in 2026 and said, "Hey, we're getting married," who would that be in order to really, really put the cat amongst the pigeons? Nana Hobbob. Oh, I thought that was depicted in picture 3. What was picture 3? Oh, it could have been Taylor Swift's engagement ring. Certainly, I don't know which one. Not sure which one would be Travis and which one would be Tay-Tay. Difficult to see, but no, I can confirm, of all of the things that happen in 2025, this is not officially not the engagement of Taylor and Travis. There's the musing. I'll give you a few more seconds for that, and then we'll head back to Maine. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Back to the imaginosphere then. Yeah, absolutely. Back to the imaginosphere. Back to the old imaginospherical drawing board to come up with some more people. Did everybody have a wonderful Christmas? And I would like to hear about some favourite gifts. What were the best gifts that you received this year? I've got one for myself, but my one's maybe a little bit more meaningful, and I don't want to kind of set the bar too high. So I'll speak about a couple of yours, if that's okay. Cat cufflinks. Very interesting. Oh, let's get the chat box back on. Cat cufflinks. Is that cufflinks for a cat or cufflinks with a cat? Because surely cat cufflinks that arrive without a cat shirt, a little shirt for a little cat. No, they're for me. Okay, lovely. Oh, fabulous that you've got the shirt as well there, Gamer Hole. Lovely stuff. So you'll be able to carry some cats around with you, jangling around about your wrists every single day. That's nice. A cufflink is not necessarily something that you would think too much about, and I think that's part of the appeal of them. Because you could just take around an 8x10 glossy photo of a cat, and that whenever you need to see a cat, you can just pop that out. Okay, good. That's a cat. Yeah, definitely a cat. But having cufflinks just means that any time you are maybe, if you're on public transport and you need to reach up to grab a thing, you think, oh gosh, there's a cat. Or anytime you're checking your watch, someone says, oh, Gamer Hole, what time is it? And you go, oh, it's cat o'clock. Or next time you uppercut someone, if throughout that day you need to just whoosh, think, oh, that's sweet, as they collapse on the ground. I assume uppercuts are very, very powerful. I haven't thrown one myself. I'm going basically on Mortal Kombat rules there. Lovely stuff. Nana Hobbob, a cooking apron depicting Godzilla eating a hot dog. That would either be a very large hot dog or a very inconsequential meal for your friend and mine, Godzilla. But that's lovely. That says, I am going to cook these. For me, that's a grill apron. It's you saying, I am going to cook these hot dogs these burgers, these steaks, these chicken drumsticks, with all of the fervor of the nuclear fire from an atomic Japanese kaiju monster. And that says, if I go to some kind of grill or cookout or barbecue, and I'm seeing the grill master wearing that, I know I'm in safe hands. I know I'm in safe hands, and I know that I'm not going to get food poisoning. Maybe there'll be a little charring on it, but I'd prefer that than a dicky tummy that gives me the galloping trots later on in the day. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Monkey Pixie Funk. Fave gift. Natty scarf and reflective running top. Reflects colour rather than thinks deeply about whether I should be exercising or not. Oh, that's nice. Reflective running top that you could just pop on and go, yeah. I guess I could recycle more. But no, you're saying it reflects colour. Lovely stuff. And a natty scarf. I could do with one of those to get rid of the scratching from my neck. Lovely, lovely stuff. Do you want to know what my favourite Christmas gift was? This is from a Christmas cracker. Christmas cracker. For the Americans who are watching, it's not going to go over this, is it? It's not going to go over the head. Let's just leave it at that. A Christmas cracker is something that British people pull when at a Christmas dinner. They will contain a lovely paper crown. They will contain a joke. They will contain often a little gift. Sometimes some facts. It's a wonderful, wonderful tradition, and a little bit of explosives to give the whole event a bang. And America has not really caught up with this. America, for all its wonderful, wonderful love of explosions and gunpowder, hasn't really cottoned on to the Christmas cracker, and that's fine. That's fine. I personally think that keeping certain traditions within a country is more fun. It makes traveling more fun. I mean, I think the world would be a better place if Reese's Pieces were only available in America, you know? Then you could only get them in America, and then when you traveled away from America, you'd think, yeah, this is great, but I wish I had a Reese's Pieces, right? So I haven't had a paper crown for some years. That's until Nana Hobbob, lovely question. Did you get anything from Cameraman George? Yes, I did. Through a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, he found a Christmas cracker. I don't know how much it would have cost him. Probably not a lot. But this is proof that the best gifts don't always cost the world. What this meant to me to have this encircling my dome on Christmas Day was immeasurable. So it's good for me because I felt a lovely swell of nostalgia, which I think is something that Christmas really leans heavily on. And it was a great gift for Cameraman George to give because, as I say, I don't think it cost him the world. So thank you to Cameraman George. Lovely work there, Nana Hobbob. I appreciate that very much. Thank you to Cameraman George. And I hope that you all got presents that were just as meaningful. T.B. Douglas, a Crystal Paris mug. Crystal Palace is where I grew up. Well, that sounds lovely as well. Where you grew up. So that's a nice... So we're getting to a little bit of nostalgia with that as well. It carries a lot of water, doesn't it, gift-wise? A little bit of nostalgia really makes you feel great. Also, in that same topic, sage and onion stuffing. The smell of that, my God, it takes me home. My God, it takes me home. Let's go for some answers, guys. Haikuesday. Let's get with those musings. Who are you having as the leader of your band? Don't say it out loud, guys. My goodness. Don't say it out loud, because wherever you are in the world, I will not be able to hear that. Where I will be able to hear it and feel it is when it's in the chat. So please get it in the chat. Your answer to, if you were a talk show host, who would you choose to be or lead your band? This can be a band. This can be a person. Somebody to just get that entrance music when guests are walking out. I'd love it. I'd love it. Haiku number 1. The godfather's wife and the mother of the bride, but all in men's clothes. Wife of the godfather? Okay. The mother of the bride? What does that mean? Which bride? Oh, is that as in the mother, not the father of the bride? Interesting. All in men's clothes. It is fashion icon, incredible actress, much beloved, much missed, Diane Keaton. For all of these pictures, obviously they had to be black and white because if you're talking about dead people, the photos have to be in black and white. It's the rules. I don't make them up, guys. And for each of these photos, I just typed in the name of the person and then just the word cool. And this is what came up with for Diane Keaton. Wonderful trousers, wonderful hat. She loved a pair of gloves. My goodness, she loved a pair of gloves. Collared shirt, never saw her without it. And a dog. I mean, if you want anybody to make things slightly cooler, give them a dog. My goodness, Diane Keaton. Well done if you got that one right. Number 2, the space ace from Kiss, a silver-faced axe wielder. Real name was Paul. His real name was Paul. It was the space ace from Kiss. Kiss is a 4-guy band. So it's the space ace, the demon king, the star child, and the cat. Was it? I might have some of those mixed up, but basically it's we're looking for the space ace. We're looking for the silver-faced one. It is Ace Frehley. You want a cool picture of a guitarist? Get a picture of them where they're shredding so hard their guitar has literally started smoking. Ace Frehley. Pow! Wonderful work. Much missed. Haiku number 3. Varied director. Comedy. I was trying to think. It should be a comedy. Comedy. The Sure Thing? Let's say The Sure Thing. The Sure Thing, thriller, misery, romance, When Harry Met Sally, rockumentary, This is Spinal Tap. The much missed, terrible tragedy. The loss of Rob Reiner. My goodness. Very much missed. Haiku number 4. Fashion designer famous for sharp, clean-lined suits for men and women. Yeah. Both. That's innovation. That's simply the work of Mr. Giorgio Armani. This photo was already black and white. I did not have to black and whiten it. Look at that guy. My goodness. Stylish. You'd expect nothing less. You'd be disappointed if 'twasn't the case. The final haiku, Oscars won a pair. Known for Tough Cops and Cowboys. Tough Cops, Popeye Doyle. Cowboys, The Quick and the Dead. Oh, I can't remember the character's name, but he's so good in it. Such a bugger. You just want him to get shot. Does he? I'm not going to spoil it. Also, Lex Luthor. It is, of course, Gene Hackman. And I'm a little bit obsessed with this photo. Look at that moustache. Look at the way that the head is slightly tilted. Look at the eyes. The squint. And I can't work out whether the squint is, do you want to fight? Or do you want to go to dinner with me? And I'll be honest with you, Gene, the answer to both of them firmly in the affirmative. Thank you very much. Very much missed Gene Hackman. What a sad year. What a sad way to start a quiz. But let's get on with the music. Let's cheer ourselves up with... so you get 1 point for each of those that you got right. Well done if you got any or all of them. I think some of those are a little bit tricky. What have we got? Nana Hobbop straight in. No nonsense. No explanation needed. David Byrne. I think that's a great shout. I think he's a creative guy. I think he brings something different all the time. Get people involved in some dancing. Oh, I can't dance. Don't worry, it's David Byrne dancing. Anybody can dance like this. Lovely, lovely thought. TB Douglas, Dave Grohl. Oh, seems like a versatile and charismatic performer who would also contribute to good guest conversations. Absolutely. With Dave Grohl, you get a Questlove, band leader from The Roots, but you also get an Andy Richter from Conan. You know, you get somebody to throw some banter with. Or Fred Armisen on Late Night with Seth Meyers sometimes sits in on the drums, and he can provide some banter as well. That's great. Dave Grohl, very good choice, and everybody loves him. Except for his wife, possibly because he cheated. But hey, he cheated with a woman who was within 10 years his own age. That qualifies as a good guy these days. SJBeck72, Mark Ronson. Wow. Wonderful choice, SJBeck72. That's lovely. A very varied musician. Bring a lot of different styles. Collaborates with everybody, so he's clearly one that people like. That's a very good choice. Maple Panda, it's got to be Stevie Wonder. Always good for a laugh as well as a musical genius. Absolute genius. And good for a laugh. Yep, very willing to not take himself too seriously. You think some of these real legends, you think, ooh, they've got a little, there's a little, you can go so far and then you can't go further. Stevie, hand him a camera, he'll play along. Do you know what I mean? Hand Stevie Wonder a DSLR, he's getting you a snap. You know, he's going along with the bit. That's great. Monkey Pixie Funk, Shakin' Stevens, he would be knowledgeable about Wales and Christmas hits. That is quite narrow. I mean, unless your talk show was localized specifically around the concepts of Wales and Christmas music. Wales and Christmas. Gosh, I don't have a lot of Welsh cultural touch points, unfortunately. Wales and Christmas. Wales. Valley. Leave it with me. There's something to be done there. And Super Nashwan 8, Lady Gaga would provide good music and unpredictability. Unpredictability is a great. Add in that element of chaos. You think, yes, she is an incredible musician. Get her in front of a piano and just sit back and enjoy the show. But also, she's got that streak in her, hasn't she? She's got that streak of like, do you know what? I'm just going to wear meat today. That's the kind of thinking you need in a good band leader. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Wales and Christmas. Leave it with me. Points all round for those who dropped something into the chat. Well done, you guys. Well done, you. Let's get on with the next round. Find the gap. The musing was in Jurassic World Rebirth. What idea are you pitching to Universal to freshen up the Jurassic Park franchise? Let's get wild with this one, guys. Let's get wild. Jingle Tom Jones. Jingle Jones, Jingle Tom Jones. I like it, Nana. There's got to be something, hasn't there? There's absolutely got to be something. Get it in the chat as we go through these gaps. Number 1, the first steps. What is the missing word, guys? What is the missing word? Obviously, this is an easy one. Fantastic. And that's going right in there. The Fantastic Four, the first steps, the latest Marvel group of people that they expect you to care desperately about. And we do, because they do their job so well. Number 2, wicked good. Go to see this movie. Gonna see this movie on Saturday. It's wicked good. I'm gonna drive my car to the cinema. Lost it maybe a little bit towards the end, but you can appreciate the effort that I'm going to. 4, Wicked, 4 good. Wicked, 4 good. Well done if you got that one right. That was quite... You would have known Wicked, but it maybe a little bit sneaky as to where they were. Number 3, One After Another. It's just one after another with you. It's just one after another. Excuses. Just one excuse after another. No. One battle after another. One battle after another. It's going to be big at the Oscars. That's what everyone's saying. I haven't seen it yet because it's almost 3 hours long, and gosh, who has the time? But apparently it's going to be big at the Oscars. Leonardo DiCaprio playing a pothead, I believe. Revolutionary pothead. Such phenomenal range from that guy, honestly. Number 4, 28 Later. Oh, there have been a few of these, haven't there? We've had 28 days later. We've had 28 weeks later. We skipped months. We went to years. 28 years later. Wonderful film. Tense as you like. Real squeaky bumhole time. But it also made me cry. It made me tense, and it made me cry. And once you get a thing like that, a film that's giving you that roller coaster of emotion, you have to say, Danny Boyle, oh, well done you. And number 5, 17. What is this? What is this? What are you talking about, Notme? It's a film starring Robert Pattinson, directed by the wonderful Korean director Bong Joon-ho. Mickey 17. Mickey 17. A lot of hype for it. Didn't do too well, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see it at some point, I assume. 1 point for each of those that you got right. Well done if you did. Let's have a look at some of these musings. Let's have a look at them. The dinosaurs can shapeshift into people and mimic the characters. That's nice. That's nice. So we're branching off. The dinosaurs can shapeshift into people and mimic the characters. So then we're getting into almost a kind of John Carpenter's The Thing style tension, or Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where it's like, oh my God, you're just talking to a guy. You're just talking to a guy. You're having a great time with him. But always in the back of your mind, when you're talking to this guy, you're getting on with him, you're having a great time. He likes the same foods that you do. You think, could there be a future with this guy? Should I ask him out? Could we go on a first date? Could we hit it off? Could one date turn into several dates? He eventually moves in. He pops the question. We get married. We have a couple of kids. Here we go. What's going on? Is that what's going to happen? Or was he a stegosaurus the whole time? Was he a stegosaurus from day dot, and he's just been having me on? And so whatever awful mutated children we'd have in the future would be born with long tails with 2 big spikes coming, and their spines would be scaly as anything, like flipping dinner plates on their back. Gosh, I'm getting quite emotional just thinking about that. That's a great suggestion, Gamer. Great suggestion. T.B. Douglas, bring in some dinosaur hunting dogs. Simple. Effective. You need to catch these dinosaurs. Here's Fido. Here's Jesus. No, it wouldn't be Jesus. It wouldn't be Jesus. He doesn't have the temperament for it. He has gone on record as saying ACAB in the past, and I don't necessarily agree with that, but he's a passionate guy. SJBX72, filmed in Crystal Palace Park, and the dinosaurs come to life and terrorize South London. What is this? Crystal Palace. Dinosaurs. Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. Dinosaurs come to life. They don't look like real dinosaurs, but maybe that's part of the charm. Oh, fabulous work. What a cultural touch point. And a reference to T.B. Douglas. Crystal Paris. Jurassic World, Crystal Paris. Where the fake dinosaurs come to life and torment South London with beautiful wine and cheese. Fabulous stuff. Supernatural 8, a meteor is the star of the film. Wow. Just really taking it all back. Whatever we set up in the previous ones, the meteor comes along, kills everybody, all the dinosaurs gone, and so the rest of it just becomes a painful legal battle. Whose fault was this really? That's an interesting twist. I like it. Nana Hobbob, the dinosaur. Oh, here we go. The dinosaurs entered the world of underground street racing, and the crimes needed to fund that lifestyle. It may just start with stealing a truck of DVD/TV combo players, but after a few movies, they're being called upon by the US government to start global supervillains. The Jurassed and the Jurious. Wow. I mean, you can only imagine how cool dinosaur cars would be. Would they fashion the cars after themselves? They're going to Triceratops one with the two big horns and then a big horn on the bonnet/hood. Wonderful. I like that a lot. And gives more work for Vin Diesel. You think he's not even cameoing in this? Vin Diesel's going to be in there. He's going to be voicing the Ankylosaurus called K-Dog, voiced by Vin Diesel. Hey, I'm just trying to do it's means to an end. I'm only stealing these diamonds so I can be in the street race. I'm not going to script it, but he's going to bring something wonderful to it. The dinosaurs are dyslexic and enter a spelling bee, but win through sheer pluckiness and overcoming threats and odds. Fabulous work, Monkey Pigsy Funk. Oh, thank you, Nana. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't expect it, would you? You show up to a Jurassic World : sesquipedalian. What does that mean? Probably some kind of cool new dinosaur. No, it's just a word that refers to other words that are too long, overly flowery and too long. You wouldn't see it coming. Maple Panda, second mention for Crystal Palace tonight. Absolutely, a lot of Crystal Palace love here. Cast Camisola. Oh gosh, what are we doing here? Time out. Get rid. Don't need that. K-Dog. Yeah, could be. K-Dog the Ankylosaur. K-Dog the Ankylosaur. Lovely stuff. Thank you so much. Points all round, guys. Points all round for those who managed to get one in. And final round. Unite a pair of celebs who could rival Taylor and Travis's union in 2026. As we go through the answers to this. What is that? What does that refer to? That is, of course, a Labubu, the odd little monster things that fashionable people put on their bags. Is it inexplicable? Yeah, that's trends, baby. That's fashion. You don't need to explain. If you explained it, it's like explaining a joke, you kind of, or dissecting a frog, people aren't any more fashionable, and you've killed a frog. Well done if you got that one right. Number 2. Is this Travis and Taylor? No, it's not. It's not Travis and Taylor. That is the Coldplay Kiss Cam. Look at that. He's done well there. Pretty good drawing. I think you will agree. The Coldplay Kiss Cam. You think, oh gosh, do you feel bad for it? Nah. Infidelity. They painted themselves as the bad guys. We're only the audience. What are we supposed to do? Respect them as people? Come on. Number 3. It's not Travis and Taylor. We've established that. That's not a very expensive and fancy engagement ring. That is, of course, the FIFA Peace Prize, awarded to Donald J. Trump for all of the work that he has done in the realm of peace, which is, it's almost too numerous for me to mention. But the FIFA Peace Prize, he got it. And I haven't adjusted the color of this picture. This is just how it came to me. This is just how I found it. Just typed in FIFA Peace Prize cool, and this is what came up. Earned it. And number 4. Look, it's California, girls. It's a lady, dark hair. The hair is flying all around. She's looking at the world. She's saying California, girls. TB Douglas likes this a lot. Thank you. What could this be? It's California Girls. That sounds like a song to me. Yes, that's right. It's a Katy Perry song. When Katy Perry and Gail Thingy and some other women, that was how all of the headlines. Gail King, that's who it was. All of the headlines. An all-female trip for 10 minutes up to space. Katy Perry, Gail King, and 4 other women went up to space. And had a great time. And do you know what really hammered home to me? How all astronauts really tie their hair back, because these women did not do that at all. And it was like a jungle gym in there. It was like, tracking through the rainforest, hacking down vines. Their hair was floating all over the place. And she took a flower. She gets it. Lovely stuff. Thank you, Katie. And the final one, tricky. And I will say, this is the one. This didn't happen, to the best of my knowledge. This is more representative of something that happened. There's a white hood. There's what looks to be denim. And there's a very fulsome chest. What can that be? It's Sydney Sweeney's jeans advert. That some people, the tagline was basically, for those of you who didn't see this, the tagline for it was Sydney Sweeney has good jeans, Jeans. And some quarters of the online chatosphere said very clearly and plainly that meant that she was racist, because it's kind of getting a little bit eugenic-y for their jeans adverts. She denied it. They didn't deny it. That's the internet these days. That's the internet. Robust debate. Love to see it. So again, I say be kind to yourself. If you got the basic gist of what I was talking about with those images, give yourself a point, for God's sake. We're not here to, this isn't Mastermind. We're all just here to have fun. Let's have some of these musings. Then. Nana Hobob, Jake Paul, and Anthony Joshua. My God, that'd be great, wouldn't it? And they could propose with like a boxing ring, like a boxing ring, or rather than a golden ring, Anthony Joshua could, because obviously after recent events, he would be the driving force, top of top of the list of he could propose to him with a golden jaw. So obviously he destroyed Jake Paul's jaw. Here, sweetheart, I got you a new golden jaw. No one will ever really see it because it'll be hidden under gums and skin. But we'll know. We'll know about your golden jaw, won't we, Jakey? He'll call him Jakey. That would be great. And I wouldn't expect it. I'd say, do you know what? That's really unexpected. TB Douglas, Miley Cyrus, and Elon Musk. Their combined chaotic energy and refusal to play by anyone's rules would make them both entertaining and exhausting. I'll agree with you on that one, TB. I would agree with you on that one. Although, Miley Cyrus, let's have a look. Let's have a little quick Google. Googs. Miley Cyrus, Wikipedia, thank you. Relatives, parents. So she is 33 and she has not procreated. That would have to change if she married Elon. That would have to change, because that's pretty much all he wants to do: make money and make babies. He's kind of a binary chap in that respect. But yeah, very chaotic energy, absolute refusal to play by anybody's rules. And she made a lot of money from Wrecking Ball and from the Hannah Montana show. Maybe less from the Hannah Montana show. Often have these kids under, quite strict contracts, I believe. Made a lot of money with Wrecking Ball and Party in the USA. But she would have nothing compared to Elon, who I believe pretty soon will have $1 trillion. I think I saw that somewhere. Going to have $1 trillion, which I think is just a good sign for the future for us all. Miley Cyrus and Elon Musk. Miley Musk is a name that no one's ever had before, and so it's nice to break ground in those in that way as well. Zoran Mamdani and AOC, a new power couple to get rid of MAGA. My God. I suppose the only thing, and I love this idea. I think they're both young, good-looking people, and they've got some very powerful ideas, and they've got the will of the people on their side. I think the only thing, if Zoran Mamdani and AOC got married, is when they were standing at the altar, I think they would both be fighting to both stand on the left. But if they could get that figured out, and my God, they're both great negotiators, then that's a real power couple. That's a real power couple with a lot of different ethnicities floating around in there as well. That helps. It's 2025. That helps. Lovely stuff. Very controversial, Notme. Well, I try not to shy away from it. Monkey Pixie Funk. I love Triangle. Ben Shapiro, Ben Affleck, and Gentle Ben. Ben on Ben on Ben. Ben on Ben on Ben. Yes, please. Yes, please, Ben on Ben on Ben. Gentle Ben would have to be very gentle, though. If he wasn't gentle, it could really get unpleasant quickly. Taylor Swift and Jason Kelce in a shock turn of events. Super Ashran 8, you have manipulated the rules of the game by including one of the bigger one. And you have absolutely, if we're talking about biggest impact, there it is. It's that one. I don't think Jason Kelce would do that, though. He seems like such a sweet chap. Points all round, guys. Points all round. So we've done all of the questions that we could do. Have we? No. We've got one more to go. Minute to win it. It is, of course, the most exciting minute in quiz shows today. This is not a black image. This is a live feed. I can see the camera right there underneath the desk. It's pointing at my light box, and when my light box shines, it's going to show you what I was thinking of. And all you need to do is read this mind. Oh wait, no, that didn't work. That's good. Is this going to work? I don't know how that worked, but it has worked, and I'm pleased with it. We've got a topic here. And the topic is very simply 2025 TV shows. The more times you guess, the better chance you've got of winning it. What is on my brain? A TV show from 2025. One of the biggies. Guess as many times as you want. Each guess has to be in its own chat window to count. Stranger Things, says Nana Hobbob. Great shout. I haven't finished it though, so please no spoilers. I Love LA. Lovely. Rachel Sennett. Very funny young lady. Welcome to Derry. Lovely stuff, Monkey Pixie Funk. Traitor, says Super Nashwan 8. Oh my God, it captured the world's imagination, didn't it? The Pit, says TV Douglas. Absolutely. That was advertised to me relentlessly. And do you know what? I stayed strong and didn't actually watch a second of it, but I heard wonderful things. Untamed, lovely. Wayward, yes. Maple Panda, I don't know any. What have you watched this year, Maple Panda? You've watched some TV shows. The War Between the Land and the Sea, lovely stuff. The Chair Company, great. Yes. Slow Horses, says Monkey Pixie Funk, absolutely. Doesn't need to be a show that started in 2025, just a show that was on in 2025. The Great British Bake Off, lovely stuff. Department Q, got a couple seconds coming through. Couple more seconds. Alice in Borderland. Fabulous work. Fabulous work. The Traitors, says SJ Beck 72. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you, Super Nashran 8. I'm excited to reveal the answer. And we did have a winner. Emily in Paris in Rome. I am smart, the not me quiz. Oh, that's beautiful. And Blue Peter, Destination X. Okay, we're just gonna do it. Oh, and as much as it wasn't specified as the celebrity ones, I am going to give it to Super Nashwan 8. Well done, Super Nashwan 8. You managed to pick the correct one. And do you know, I want to just take a quick moment. You'll notice here that the letters are slightly skew-whiff on this sign. Slightly skew-whiff letters. And the R had to be drawn in because we already ran out of... They only got 2 R's in the lightbox thing. And we needed 3. And do you know what that proves, guys? That proves... Not AI. Not AI. AI would have done that perfectly. And you'll be seeing a lot of that this upcoming year. Everybody's afraid of AI. Everybody's afraid of AI. Me too. Me too. Except for the AI. Obviously, Gung Sang is one of the best things that ever happened to me. But we are going to celebrate our imperfections. I've made some mistakes on this show. Made some mistakes on them. Absolutely. Is that a bad thing? No. Because that proves that I am not AI. Celebrity Traitors, well done, Super Nashran 8. Which means let's head back to main. Let's get some scores in the chat, if you please. If you please. I would appreciate that very much. Where's my end? While you go through that, guys, while you get your scores in the chat, I want to remind you that in this quiz, you're only competing against yourself. There is no point threshold to being smart. If you have got all the questions right that you realistically could have been expected to get, then you are smart. Art doesn't become successful because of the opinions of others or box office numbers. It becomes successful when you say, yeah, that's great. And if you think your performance today was great, then it was great. No two ways about it. And if you are watching this on YouTube, not live, just do make sure that you write down your score and your amusing answer in the comments below, because I would love to hear how you did. Let's have a look at this. Nana Hobbob got 16. Well done, Nana Hobbob. That's an outstanding result. Super Nashwan 8 with 11. Lovely. Love that the 2-point bonus took you into double digits. That's lovely. Monkey Pigsy Funk 30. Puh, I don't believe you. TB Douglas with a 15. Wonderful work. SJ Beck 72 with a 9. Fabulous as well. Well done, you. It's Maple Panda with an 8. Well done, you as well. Gosh. Lovely, lovely scores. Up and down the imaginosphere boat. Anybody else coming in? I would be interested in what your actual score was, Monkey Pixie Funk. In your actual score, if you want to share that with us. Because you didn't get 30. I tell you that, boyo. You didn't get 30. Nothing. Okay. Which means a congratulations to Nana Hobbob for a actual score between 6 and 8. Well done. So you get more respect for that than these wild claims of 30. Well done, Super Nashwan. No, well done, Nana Hobbob with the 16 high point score, which means that for the next one we have a delay. Okay, that's fine. We've got a high point scorer from this quiz, which is Nana Hobbob, and a high point scorer from the most recent, the last I Am Smart, which was in fact today's liar, Monkey Pixie Funk. And so we're only going to be picking one round next week. or next time, and there will be a next time. This upcoming year, 2026, I'm going to try and be more ordered with my livetainment. At the moment, what I think it's going to be is what I've enjoyed about the art right now before Christmas, and this is that when they're less frequent, I feel like they feel like more like events. They feel more like you need to watch them. That's my plan. That's my idea. So I think we're going to have one quiz a month, and we're going to have one art right now a month. I think that's how it's going to work. But leave it with me. Leave it with me. There will be livetainment. It will be excellent. We will grow. We will take over the world. The Smarties will one day rule the world. This I pledge. But before that, thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a little something, and I hope you felt creative all at the same time. I hope you have a fabulous New Year, whether you're doing something or whether you're doing nothing. And I hope that you are excited for 2026. It's going to be a wonderful year, at least certainly the parts that you spend with me. I hope you'll join me next time, same place, twitch.tv/iamnotme, iamart, where you'll have another opportunity to improve your art and say to yourself, yeah, baby, I am smart. Thank you so much for joining me. Very clever on your part. And I hope you have a wonderful new year. Goodbye 2025. Long live 2026. And goodbye.
So there we go, and well done you, whatever your score might be. I definitely think that you are smart, though Rob's not as smart as me. Your art will be better, trust me on this, should be nothing short of sublime. That's why you learn, and don't stop now, I'll see you right here next time. I am smart.